So how's everybody doing? Thanks for joining in. We are live in the Caliente garage. We're going to have a good show for you tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about tire pressure monitoring on these Honda Goldwings. We're going to be talking about the Fobo 2 tire pressure monitoring. We're going to get into the valve stems. I'm going to do an install live on my tire machine. We're going to look at the Fobo app. I'm going to read some comments, and also I'm going to open up the phone line. So tonight we're going to be talking about tire pressure monitoring. I think it's going to be a good topic. So thanks for tuning in, and we're going to get this thing started here in just a moment. We are back. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to let me know what city, what country. Let me know what state you're checking in from. I know a lot of you guys are watching. Tonight we're going to be talking about tire pressure monitoring. I think that's very important. It's not a good day for riding. It's cold outside. The temperature has dropped. Still cold out. Not a good day for riding. So I decided to get out here and just kind of talk about tire pressure monitoring. I think that's very important for motorcycle riders. Summertime, or shall I say springtime, is just around the corner. So I know a lot of you will be getting those bikes ready for the springtime. So it won't be long. We probably, a couple months out before it warms up. I appreciate you guys from checking in. What's going on, Ben? Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it, Brad from Netherlands. Newfoundland, Canada. Okay. That's right. Let me know what country, what city, what state. Let me know where you guys are checking in from. We're going to be talking about the Fobo 2 tire pressure monitoring. We're going to be getting into the valve stems. I will be doing an install live on the tire machine. We're going to get into looking at the Fobo app. I'm going to read some comments and hopefully get a chance to take some phone calls. It's cold out, y'all. Man. And tomorrow's supposed to be even colder. I think tomorrow's supposed to be in the 20s or something. Have you guys been riding? Have you put your bikes up? I know if you live in the north, I know you guys have been putting your bikes up. I've been getting reports that you've been getting some bad weather, some snow. I'm multitasking, y'all. I am multitasking. Sorry for the interruptions. As you guys know, I'm a one-man band. What's going on, Frank Garrett? I see you, my brother. Alan Boone is watching. Daryl Witness watching. Brad Andrews. Thanks for checking me out, my brother. Well, let's get started. So I want to talk about the tire pressure monitoring on my 2016 Honda Goldwing. As you guys know, the 2016 Honda Goldwing only gives you the tire pressure monitoring light, and that's on year models 2012 through 2017. On the newer Goldwings, 2018 and newer, they actually give you a readout. So it gives you your tire pressure in real time. So that's one of the things that I do like about the newer Goldwing, is that it shows you your actual tire pressure. The previous model Goldwing does not. So I like my 2016 Honda Goldwing, but that's one of the things about the tire pressure monitoring that I do not like, is that it only gives you a light. So when your tire pressure drops 10%, then you're going to get a flashing light to let you know your tires need air. If it drops below 20%, you're going to get a solid light. It's not going to give you the actual pressure. You only have a light. So I'm going to show you guys. This is the actual tire pressure monitoring sensor that's in the 2012 through 2017 Honda Goldwing. One of the negative sides about tire pressure monitoring on any bike is that these things use batteries. So after your battery goes down, your light is going to stay on, and these things are sealed. They got the battery sorted in. So it's going to be a challenge just to get the battery out, just to change it. So generally when you take these things to a Honda dealer, they don't change the battery. They just install brand new sensors. So if you buy your Honda Goldwing new, after a few years, if your light starts staying on, most likely the battery has died or has went down in the tire pressure monitoring sensor. So this is the tire pressure monitoring sensor that's on the model that's behind me, my 2016. So this will fit 2012 through 2017. I'm going to show you the tire pressure monitoring on the newer style Goldwing. This is on the models 2018 through year models 22. I'm going to hold up the other one, just kind of show you guys the difference. As you guys can see, they look almost the same, but they actually a little bit different. On the newer style Goldwing, I could actually see the battery. It's kind of hard to see it, but I can actually see the battery. If you guys look, you can actually see the battery, but it's covered with some type of waterproof silicone or something. So I don't even know if you can get that battery out of there. I'm sure you can, but it's going to be a job to do it. On the previous model Goldwing, the battery is inside, it's covered up. So generally when you take them to the Honda dealer, they just going to throw it away and install a new sensor. They're not going to even try to change out that battery. So that brings me to the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. I've been hearing a lot about the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. The thing that I've been hearing is that all you have to do is screw it onto your valve stem. All you have to do is screw it onto your valve stem. You download the app on your phone, and it'll show you your tire pressures in real time. So for you Goldwing riders out there that have the previous generation Goldwing, this may be the answer to your problem. Being able to see the actual pressure. Like I said, with the previous generation Goldwing, you don't get the actual pressure. You just get a pressure light. that comes on, and a lot of times the light will malfunction depending on how good the batteries are. So that's why I decided to go and buy the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. I've been hearing some good things about it, and so I'm gonna be unboxing this Fobo, and we're gonna get it installed here today. Also, we're gonna be looking at some of the valve stems that go in. I have two different styles of valve stems. I'm gonna give you a closer look at those as well. If you have the newer style Goldwing that actually gives you the tire pressure reading, this is still good to have for your motorcycle. So not only would it just work on the previous generation Goldwing, it'll work on the newer Goldwings as well. Like I said, you will see the tire pressure in your phone. Also, they even make them for cars. So we're going to be taking a look at their website and just kind of going over where you can put these things on, how many you can connect, and just kind of go over some of the specs and just get a closer look at this Fobo 2. I've been hearing a lot about this, so I just decided to go with the Fobo 2. One of the reasons that I decided to go with it is because the batteries on my 2016 eventually went down, and I was getting the constant tire pressure monitoring light. And I talked to other Goldwing riders. A few of them disabled their light. They went in, cut the connections, or did whatever they had to do to just turned the light off. So here recently, I took my Honda Goldwing to the Honda dealer to have that issue addressed, and they gave me the option. They said we can either disable your tire pressure monitoring light, where you don't have to worry about these sensors anymore, or we can put you some new sensors in under warranty. They said we don't have them in stock right now. It's going to take a few weeks to get them in, but we can disable your tire pressure monitoring light for a very small fee, or we can just order you the tire pressure monitoring sensors, and when they come in, we can install them under warranty. So for my 2016, I elected to turn off the light. I told them just turn it off. I don't want to have to deal with batteries in my 2016 Honda Goldwing in the future. That's the thing about tire pressure monitoring. It doesn't matter your year model. If you got tire pressure monitoring, it's got a battery, and eventually the battery is going to go down. So in my 2016, I just told them, just turn off the light, disable it. We're not going to worry about replacing the sensors under warranty, because in a few years I'll be right back. I'll be right back at that same problem of having the light pop on because the batteries has gone down. So I just want to put that out there for anybody that has a Goldwing. If you've been having tire pressure monitoring light issues, you can have that light disabled, or you can have the entire sensor replaced. So the option is yours. So we're going to be talking about the tire pressure monitoring here live in the Caliente garage, and I will be even installing the tire pressure monitoring live. So if you guys are just tuning in, be sure to let me know what country, what city, what state. Let me know where you're checking in from. If you want to get on with your boy Chris, I will be opening up the phone lines. As you guys know, I have a public number, 901-468-9032. And I'm just want to talk to you guys about it and get this thing installed. I will be reading some of your comments as well. What's going on, David Smith? I see you from DCAB. Ray Gregory saying, what's up from Georgia? What's up, Ray? I see you, my brother. Mr. Honda Dennis from Montreal, Canada. What's going on, Dennis? Mr. Honda. I appreciate you from tuning in, my brother. David says, how am I doing? I'm doing great, man. I tell you what, it's cold outside. Um, the temperature right now is probably in the, I'm not sure, it's cold out. I know tomorrow it's supposed to be, I think, in the 20s. But I'm doing pretty good. David says he's in Gainesville, Florida. Jim Gordon, he's from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, in the house. What's up, Jim? And also we got Jeff Rice. He says, hey, Chris. He's checking in from Hayward, California. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So if you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, you want to say hello to your boy Chris, I will be opening up the phone lines today. I will be opening up the phone lines here today if you want to get on with your boy Chris. I'm going to be installing the Fobo tire pressure monitoring here live in the Caliente garage doing this live feed. What's going on, Brad? I see you, my brother. Got a lot going on. I don't know what's going on with my system here. There we go. We're back. We're back. So let's take a closer look at the tire pressure monitoring. We're gonna take a closer look at the tire pressure monitoring. Now, depending on where you guys are tuning in, you will not be able to see what I have up here on the screen. If you guys want to go to the YouTube, you can see exactly what I'm showing on the screen. So this is the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. Give you guys a closer look at it. It says it's for motorcycles. So look, it says it has 24/7 monitoring, slow and fast leak detection. You can share your pressures, 2-level theft deterrent, and it says easy installation. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed. Give you guys a closer look at this Fobo 2 tire pressure monitoring. If you guys want to check out what's up on the screen, you can check it out on YouTube. If you guys want to tune in to YouTube, you can see what's on the screen live. So we're going to get it opened up. So there it is, the Fobo tire pressure monitoring 2. I will include a link in the description of this video of where you guys could pick up the Fobo 2 for your motorcycle if you're interested in the tire pressure monitoring. So let's get it opened up. Comes with a quick guide. Gives you information about the product. There's a quick guide, quick start guide. We'll be taking a closer look at that here in a moment. And let's take a look inside of the box. So these are the actual sensors. So these actually screw onto the bottom of the valve stem. See if we can get it out. These screw onto the bottom of the valve stems. If you guys are watching, these actually screw on to the bottom of the valve stem. And I'm sure the tags are for the batteries. I guess when you pull the tags, it will turn the tire pressure monitoring on. Let's take a look in the box. Comes with a keychain, sensor locks, 2 batteries, a couple of valve stems. I'm not sure what this is. We'll get this opened up, try to figure out exactly what's in the package. If you guys are tuning in, I'm unboxing the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. Valve stems. See if we can get this opened up. These are the valve stem locks. Comes with a keychain. And also, let's open this up and see what this. Okay, this is probably some type of gadget that tightens down the tire pressure monitoring sensors. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're live in the Caliente garage. Depending on which streaming that you are watching, you may have to go to the YouTube if you want to see exactly what's on the screen. Go to the YouTube. What's going on, James Duckworth? James says he just installed a Fobo Bike 2 and installed a T-valve stem. I'm glad you brought that up. This is the T-valve stem, as you guys can see. So what is the T-valve stem? The T-valve stem, appreciate that, James. The T-valve stems allows you to connect the tire pressure monitoring to one end of the valve stem. I'm going to demonstrate here. So one connects to the valve stem and the other allows you to put air into the valve stem. So the good thing about this setup is that you don't have to keep taking the valve stems. You don't have to keep taking the tire pressure monitoring sensors off to put air in them. So I highly recommend the T-valves. Now, when you purchase the tire pressure monitoring, they're only going to come with these single valves. They work, but they're singles. The downside to this is every time you need to put air in your tire, you have to take the Fobo tire pressure sensors off. The good thing about the T-valve is that you don't have to take the tire pressure sensors off because it gives you the valve to fill it with air. So that's the difference, if you guys can see that. I'm gonna zoom in, give you guys a better look. You guys watching live on YouTube, that's the T-valve. And this is the single valve that came in the kit. Now these valves, over here was all purchased separately. Okay, so the T valves and the single valve that I have over here was purchased separately, but in the kit it came with some smaller, shorter single valves. So we're live in the Caliente garage. We're gonna be getting these Fobo tire pressure monitoring 2 installed. What's going on, Tony Kirk? I see you, my brother. How you doing there, Tony? Shield Senior said, "Hey Chris, I have the same issue on my K16 GTL BMW 2016. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I decided to pick up the Fobo tire pressure monitoring, is because it's going to give me the ability to see my exact tire pressure. So with my 2016, it only has a light. Once the pressure drops below 10%, it's going to flash. If it drops below 20%, the light is going to stay on. If the battery dies inside of the tire pressure monitoring sensor, on that OEM sensor, then the light is going to stay on. And that's the problem that I had here recently. That's why I took my Honda Goldwing to the dealer to have them to address the tire pressure monitoring light. And they said that the batteries inside of my sensors was down or died. They was going to replace it under warranty, but they said, that I can actually have them to cut the light off if I just want, to have it cut off and don't have to deal with it down the road. So at that time, I elected to turn off my tire pressure monitoring sensors. I had them, just disable it. The negative side is that I can't tell what my tire pressures are. So I decided to go with the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. And so the thing I like about these Fobos is that they screw on the bottom of the valve stem, and you download an app and it'll actually show you your actual pressure. And another reason why I decided to go with these is because the battery goes right inside these little sensors. So I don't have to dismount the tire off of the rim just to get to the battery. The battery is already right at the valve stem, and it actually came with a couple of batteries. I'm not sure if these are extra batteries or if these are the batteries. Those are the main batteries, but it did come with batteries. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. Shouts out to Jason. Jason actually recommended them to me. He said that his girlfriend has it on her slingshot. So shouts out to Jason. Hopefully Jason is tuning in. I appreciate it, Jason, for kind of giving me the heads up on the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. And I'm just checking out some of your comments. Alvin McCoy Jr. said he added his last month and they work pretty good. Appreciate you there, Alvin. James Duckworth said, "You no longer need a tire pressure gauge when adding air because you can see the air pressure on your phone app. The app will also notify you with a low air pressure warning." I appreciate that, James. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I decided to go with the Fobo 2. So we're going to be checking out their website. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the things they are saying about the Fobo on their website. Jason is checking in. What's going on, Jason? Appreciate you, my brother. HD Simple Man. He's from Naugatuck, Connecticut. Did I say that right? I never heard of that. Naugatuck, Connecticut. David says they got 70s today. If you guys are just tuning in, let me know what country, what city, what state. Let me know where you guys checking in. Be sure to smash up those likes. We're talking about tire pressure monitoring for the Honda Goldwing. As you guys know, the newer Goldwings, 2018 or newer, you actually can see your actual pressures on your Goldwing. On the previous generation Goldwing, you cannot see your tire pressure. They only give you a light. Once the pressure drops below 10%, the light is going to flash. Once the pressure drops below 20%, the light is going to stay on. When your battery dies, and they eventually will die, your tire pressure monitoring light is going to stay on. So in order to get to the battery that's inside of this sensor, you're going to have to take the tire off. You're going to have to dismount the tire from the rim. And that's the only way you can get to this sensor. So I decided to go with the Fobo tire pressure monitoring because these screw right on the valve stem. I don't have to break the tire down. So this is going to be very convenient. I will be doing a later review once I get everything installed. I will let you guys know exactly how reliable these Fobo sensors are. I've heard some mixed reviews. One person told me they didn't have good luck with them, but they might have had the previous model, the previous generation Phobos. So the Fobo 2 is the latest version. And so we're going to be diving into some of the specs here in a moment. And also, I will be installing the Fobo right here live in the Caliente garage on one of the valve stems that I will be putting on the tire that you can see behind me. I already have it on the tire machine, and we're going to break that tire down to where we can get to the hole of the valve stem. We're going to put in a valve stem, and we're going to connect the Fobo tire pressure monitoring too. We're going to download the app. I'm going to help you guys with that as well. We're going to look at the website, dive into the specs, and we're going to just see what you guys think about the Fobo. And if you guys have purchased the Fobo, let me know what you guys think. Have you had any bad experiences, good experiences? Do you like it? Will you recommend them to your friends, to your family? How many stars would you give them out of 5? Would you give it a 5-star, or would you give it 1 star? Be sure to let me know. I'm going to be diving in here in just a moment. If you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, if you want to say hello, the phone line is open, 901-468-9032. If you would like to get on with your boy Chris, and I'm doing it live in the Caliente garage, and we're going to be installing the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. I will include a link in the description of the video of where you guys can pick up the Fobo tire pressure monitoring. If you guys are watching live on Facebook, if you want to see exactly what's on the screen, go to the YouTube channel, Chris Caliente on YouTube, if you guys want to see exactly what's on the screen, because on the Facebook, you're not going to be able to see exactly what the YouTube viewers are seeing. So if you want to see everything, go to the YouTube. It's cold out, y'all. I think the weatherman was saying it was like 30-something degrees out, and tomorrow it's supposed to be like 20-something degrees. So we are probably a couple of months from some warmer weather, maybe 2 or 3 months at the most. And David said they got 70 today. HD Simple Man said, yes, you said right, Chris. My team is located in the middle of this state, Connecticut. Love watching your videos. Thank you, Thank you, HD Simpleman. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. It's guys like you that keeps me motivated to keep doing this. As you guys know, I don't have any sponsors. All of the accessories that I purchase on my Goldwing is out of my pocket. Nobody is sending me any items to review. No one is sending me accessories to put on my bike to make a video. All of the accessories that I install on my Goldwing are paid for out of my pocket, and that way I can give you guys an honest review. I don't owe anybody anything. All the accessories are mine. They're paid for by me, so I can give you guys an honest review. I can tell you if the product is good. I can tell you if the product is bad. A lot of times when people send you things, they kind of want to hear some good feedback. The thing about me, I'm gonna say if it's good, or I'll say if it's bad. Now, you guys may not agree with me a lot of times, but I'm gonna be honest with you, and I built my channel on being honest, and I'm gonna keep it that way. So I just wanted to put that out there for anybody that's watching this video. My opinions are uncut and unbiased. So just wanted to let you guys know. All right, are you guys ready to take a closer look at the Fobo? Before we install it, let's do this. Before we install the Fobo, see if we can take a closer look at the Fobo. So give me just a second, and we're gonna take a closer look at the Fobo. All right, so we're gonna dive right on in here in just a moment. I'm gonna bring it up on the screen so you guys can see exactly what I am seeing. I want to be able to let you guys see exactly what I am seeing. Feel like I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. I was trying to bring in the screen so you guys could see exactly what I am seeing. So just bear with me. Okay, now, so you guys should be able to see exactly what I am seeing. I'm actually on the Fobo website. I'm on the Fobo website. And it says the Fobo 2 is a smart tire pressure monitoring system for every biker using the latest Bluetooth 5.0 that works directly with your smart device using Android 5.0 and iOS 12 or later. It advertises 24/7 monitoring, multiple modes of alerts, slow and fast leak detection, multiple bike profiles, group ride monitoring, Fobo share, and remote monitoring. And it reads, the main function of the Fobo 2 is to monitor tire pressure in real time while riding when in Bluetooth range. It detects slow or fast leaks and alert users to anomalies. It then transmits the reading to a smartphone where the user can browse. The user can set up and lower thresholds of the air pressure. Fobo Bike 2 can send instant audio, haptic, and text alerts on a smartphone, smartwatch, a Bluetooth headset. It will monitor the pressure based on the threshold with its smart algorithm and will provide 3 levels of alerts when the thresholds are breached. And it says the sensors is as small as a penny. One of the reasons that I went with this Fobo is that it advertises that you can monitor up to 19 wheels. So for a lot of you riders that has trailers on your motorcycle, you can actually monitor your trailer wheels. So like I said, they put these on vehicles as well as motorcycles. But today we're just talking about motorcycles. And we're just looking at the website, and it just kind of shows you guys how the Fobo looks on the smartwatch, how it looks on the phone. And it kind of just give you guys some overall images of what the app looks like. There's the T valve. And remember, the T valve is sold separately. In the kit, they just give you a straight valve. So I ordered the T valves because I wanted that option to be able to put air into the tire without having to take the sensors off. So we're just glancing at the website. And also, before I get off the website, you can actually purchase it in black or silver. You can purchase it in black or silver, and you can get an additional sensor for basically $49. So when you buy the box, it comes with 2 sensors, and then you can purchase individual sensors at $49 each. And they also make the Fobo for the trike. I think that would be a 3-wheel kit. It would be a 3-wheel kit. I don't see it on here, but I think I remember reading that they had it for the trikes for your 3-wheel vehicles. So if you buy the box that comes with 2 sensors, you can buy an additional sensor at $49 for every sensor thereafter. And the good thing about the Fobo is it advertises that you can monitor up to 20 sensors, 19 sensors. It says view all of your motorcycle tire pressures and temperature in one app up to 19 wheels. Moreover, you can get an alert if there is a breach of a threshold when you are in Bluetooth range. So I think that's pretty good. So here in a moment, we're going to be installing the Fobo live right here in the Caliente garage. We're going to be installing it live. So I think I lost my connection. Can you guys still see me on? I think I lost my connection, my live feed. Not sure if I lost it or not. Okay, I think we're back. Let me know if you guys can still see my live feed. Sonic 747 said the tire sensor saved me when an object punctured rear tire and the air pressure started to drop 2 psi's every minute. I was able to pull over in a safe area before going completely flat. Wonder Wing said yes on YouTube. Okay, I appreciate it, Wonder Wing. Sean Eakins. The price of the extension. I don't remember the exact price. It wasn't that much. I will include a link in the description of this video giving you guys the price. If you guys know the price of the extension, let me know. I purchased a couple of different styles. I purchased This is the valve stem for the older kind of Goldwings, the like '01 through 2011 or 2010. The ones that gives you that 90-degree elbow. I mean, it will work on the 2012 or newer wheels as well. But these look more like the valve stems for the '01 through 2010 is what these look like. They did not make a 2011 Honda Goldwing because they took the factory back to Japan in 2011 and then they came back out with the 2012. So for the models '01 through 2010, your valve stems look like this, but these valve stems will work on the later generation Goldwings as well. And this is the T valve, and I purchased this because I can put the tire pressure sensor on one end and then I can air it up on the other end without having to take the tire pressure sensor off. I can't remember the price. It was somewhere, I think it was around $10 or something, but it was extra. It did not come with the kit. In the kit, they only gave you the straight valve stems. All right, so are you guys ready for me to install it on the wheel? I got the tire on the tire machine is already set up. We're gonna get the Fobo tire pressure sensor connected, but before we do that, we need to get a valve stem put in. On my Honda Goldwing, I had the dealers to disable my tire pressure monitoring because my light was constantly staying on. This is the sensor that goes into the wheel of the 2012 or newer. And this is the sensor that goes into the 2018 or newer. But with the Fobo that I will be installing, I will not have the sensors on my bike. I would only be going with the T valves, or I would be going with the straight valves. No sensors. So I don't have to worry about it down the road trying to change the battery on the sensor. Michael. Okay. Checking in from New York. What's going on, Michael? Frescati? Frescati. Okay, from New York. Appreciate you, my brother. He says he has it on his Goldwing as well. It's a great addition and it was well worth it. All right, well, you guys give me a moment. I'm gonna get set up and we're gonna install these. I'm gonna install one sensor into this wheel. I'm gonna put the other sensor on the wheel of the Goldwing, and then we're gonna download the app, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. So stand by, and I'm gonna get set up so we can put the valve stem in this tire behind me. So if you guys are just tuning in, let me know what country, what city, what state you're checking in from. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. So I have the tire on the tire machine. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my machine, and we're going to collapse the side walls of the tire, and then I'm going to install one of the valve stems into the rim. So I'm going to use my machine. We're going to collapse the side walls of this tire. And I'm hoping you guys can see we have the sidewall collapsed. I'm going to insert the valve stem. We're going to get it inside of this rim. So this is the T valve, as you guys can see. I'm going to take off I tell you what, I'm going to install the single T valve. So I'm going to install, just to make it easy, I'm going to install just a single valve. And then we're going to get it put in, and then we're going to take a look at the app. And actually these rubber gaskets are pretty tight. And I'm just unscrewing counterclockwise. Okay, so as you guys can see, you got a rubber gasket on one side. So it's going to go in like so. I'm going to take the second rubber gasket and I'm going to try to push it on here. And I'm just going to turn it because that rubber is kind of tight. I guess I could use some lubricant. And I just want to push that rubber down on the valve stem. I'm going to take my handy tool and I'm just going to push that rubber all the way down on the valve stem. Push it all the way down. Now I can take this rubber gasket, and as you notice, this washer is kind of bowed in, so I'm going to put the end that's curved, I'm going to put it on first. Now I can take one of the nuts and screw it down. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Kind of back the camera back just a little bit. And I'm just screwing it clockwise. I'm going to take a 1/2 inch open box wrench, and I'm just going to tighten down. Just going to tighten it down. And this particular valve stem, it will work on the older or the previous generation Goldwings as well. I'm going to grab a tool to try to tighten that down a little bit better. Just going to reach in with these needle nose pliers. Just try to turn it. And it may even work better with the socket or ratchet. It's actually pretty tight. And I don't want to over tighten it. I don't want to collapse that rubber gasket. I just want to get it snug. That feels pretty tight. Just a little bit more, almost there. And then I'm going to go back with the second nut. It's not a lot of room to work. It would probably work better if I took the tire off the rim. So I'm trying to do this without taking the tire off of the rim. Just going to tighten the second nut on to the valve stem. All right, that's nice and tight. Okay, now I can So now we're going to air up the tire and see if we can get it inflated. So one of the first things that I need to do is take out the core. So when I fill it with air, it'll seat the bead. I'm gonna fill this thing up with some air. I'm going to put the valve core back in. And I'm just going to fill this thing up with about 42 pounds of pressure. actually have a gauge on the side of my machine. You guys can't see it. It lets me know exactly how much pressure is in the tire. And I'm just verifying it with a little checker. And I know what some of you experts will say, I shouldn't air the tire up on the tire machine. All right, so that should be enough. I have I have 42.5. I'll show you guys exactly what I have. So just bear with me. Oh, well, 42.5 is what I had in the tire, or what I have in the tire. I'm going to open up the directions and kind of see what it says about the Fobo. It says download the Fobo app on your smartphone or Android. Okay. It says ensure that the Bluetooth location services and internet connection is on the smartphone. Open the Fobo Bike 2 app. Sign in using your personal email address or sign in using your Facebook or Google account. Allow all permissions and press add bike. And keep in mind, y'all, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I've never used these before. You guys are watching it live here in the Caliente garage. Bree says she's watching from Hawaii, watching from warm Hawaii. Okay. Brian Top Dog Bland, he's checking in from Indianapolis. I appreciate you guys checking in. Let me know where you're checking in from. Okay. And it says unscrew the sensor cover to remove the battery tab, then screw back the sensor cover and ensure it's tightened. Okay. So according to the directions, it says download the app. So I've already downloaded the app to my phone, but we're going to bring it up on the screen. Hopefully you guys, we can see this in real time. We can see this in real time. Ricky Hendrickson checking in from Los Angeles. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you for tuning in. We're doing it live in the Caliente garage, y'all. If you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, if you want to say hello, the phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032, if you want to get on with your boy Chris. So it says go to the app or go to your Apple phone, download the app, and also you can download it on Android. The Fobo 2, Fobo 2. So I am going to pull up. Stand by. Bear with me. I got a lot going on. In the Caliente garage. And I'm going to bring up my Apple phone so you guys can see exactly what I am seeing. I apologize. I got a lot going on. It's a lot easier when I edit. I can cut all of the fat out so you guys are getting a chance to witness Everything in real time. You guys are witnessing everything in real time. No edits or anything. Okay, now I'm going to let you guys see exactly what I am seeing. So we're going to let you guys see exactly what I am seeing on my phone in real time, as you guys can see. And I am on the vehicle list. I've actually downloaded the Fobo app. I got everything set up on the phone, but I don't have the sensors on the valve stem just yet. So I'm just into the app right now. Vehicle list, I'm not sure. Settings, set. Okay, so I'm at the point to where I add the sensors. So according to the directions, after you download the app, ensure that the Bluetooth location services and internet connections is on, and then open the Fobo Bike 2 app, sign in, allow for permissions, press add bike to start installation for a new bike. Okay, so now we're going to hit add. So it's in the instructions, in-car instructions. Remove the cover, take off the battery tap. And this looks like like I said, this is the first time. I'm not sure if this is supposed to look like this for a motorcycle. Press the button besides the car until the beep sound. When the red light is on, the in-car is blink and lighted means it's ready to install. Place your car near the phone, press retry. I'm not sure if this is the way it's supposed to look for a motorcycle. We're going to come right back to that here in a moment. We're going to come right back here in a moment. When you guys installed your Fobo, did you run into that same screen? Did you guys run into that same screen when you did your Fobo? So at this point, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the Fobo. I'm going to unscrew it. I'm not sure if the battery is already installed. Yeah, so it actually has a battery already installed. Now it came with 2 batteries. It came with 2 extra batteries. So I'm going to pull the tab on the battery. Just going to, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to pull the tab on the battery. Okay. I'm going to put back the cap. I'm going to screw it on the valve stem. Well, before I do that, let me see if I can add this thing. Let me go to my settings. It says make sure that the Bluetooth is on. So I don't see anything in the Bluetooth. I'm going to install this on the valve stem. All right, so I put the Fobo on the valve stem. Let me go back to the app and see if it's going to give me anything. Going to hit the add button. So I'm going to bring it back on and let you guys see exactly what I'm looking at on my. Okay. I'm going to hit the add button. Cancel settings. Please set location to always. Vehicle list. Add. Proceed. It says it's scanning. Undetectable in car. Retry. Press the button beside the car until the beep sound. When the red light is on, the car is blink and lighted, means it's ready to install. I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like this on a motorcycle, for the motorcycle. Did you guys run into the same when you installed your Phobos? I'm not sure why I am not seeing. I'm going to go to my Bluetooth settings. Did you guys experience the same difficulty when you installed your Fobo? Bree says, I was with Doran tire pressure monitoring system for 14 years. Then last year found out they stopped selling the sensors for motorcycles. Bought the $45 tire pressure monitoring system from eBay, and I'm happy with it. User receptacle batteries on the new China-made type. Oh, use replacement batteries on this new China-made type. Elite Geek said, I did a double dark side install, same size as yours and same tire pressure as yours, 17. I had them balance the tires now. I get a low speed death wobble if I let go. Any ideas? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. You did the double dark side installed, the same as my bike. You had them balance. The tires now get a low speed death wobble if I let go. If you're getting a wobble on your handlebars, it's probably because of your stem neck bearings. It's probably not your tires. If you had the tires balanced, you're not going to be getting a wobble. If your bike is getting a wobble, it's because of your stem neck bearings or something's going on with the front end. Elite Geek said, are the wheel balance beads a must? I use the Centromatics. Some guys use the balancing beads. I use Centromatics. Okay. Shield Senior says they're thinking that my phone have to be closer to the tire. Okay. We can try that. We'll get a little bit closer to the sensor and see what happens. Keep in mind that the tire is just behind me. I'm still getting the same. It's not picking it up. Now, I'm not sure. Does it show in your Bluetooth when you connect your Fobo? Does it show it being connected in your Bluetooth devices like you would a Bluetooth headset? And I may need to even take out the battery and change it with one of the replacement batteries. Not sure if those batteries are good. Elite Geek says he never did till he went dark side. Well, my suggestion is you're gonna have to, if you feel like it's your tires, then maybe you're gonna have to, take them off. I mean, you're the first person I've ever heard say that when you mounted your tires, you start getting a wobble. Generally, if you're getting a wobble, it's coming from your stem neck bearings. Generally, on the Goldwings, when you get around 20,000, 25,000 miles, the stem neck bearings need to be retorqued. Or you can change them out and go with the all balls. So I'm not sure why you're getting the wobbling, but if you're not comfortable with it, I would take it off and put back the original tires. So my question that I have, does your Fobo shows up into your Bluetooth device as a device when you turn on your Fobo app? Does it show up in your Bluetooth device as if you had a wireless headset? So I am not sure what's going on with my Fobo. It's not showing up in my Bluetooth now. It may be I need to change the battery and try one of the batteries that came in the pack. Not sure if the battery is down or not. Elite Geeks, I see you're asking a lot of questions. Elite Geeks, if you want to just give me a call, the phone line is open right now, 901-468-9032. Elite Geeks. If you want to give me a call and tell me what's going on with your bike. Wonderwing said, make sure I downloaded the Fobo Bike 2 app. Okay, let's make sure. That's what it shows on my screen. I'm gonna pull it up and just kind of show you Fobo Wonderwing. The Wonderwing is watching the video. You want to make sure that I have the correct app installed. So as you guys can see directly on my screen, you see right down here, it says Fobo Tire 2. Fobo Tire 2. That's the app that I've downloaded. Unless I downloaded the wrong app. I have the Fobo Tire 2 app downloaded. Did the instructions say anything about pairing it to your phone, or maybe I missed that? I paired it to my phone, but it's not working. So I'm going to go back and let me just make sure that I downloaded the correct app. I want to make sure that I downloaded the correct app. Fobo Bike 2. Oh, I might have downloaded the wrong app. Silly me. All right, let's open this up. Allow while using app. I'm going to mirror my phone so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. Just stand by a second. And now I'm creating a password. Tire 2 app is for the car. Okay. So we have a Fobo tire, and we have a Fobo Tire 2 and a Fobo Bike 2. The Tire 2 is for the car. The Bike 2 is for the motorcycle. So we're going to open that up. Okay, let me do this right quick. Okay, so we're going to go with the bike 2. Okay. So now I'm at the home screen and I'm going to set PSI. Fahrenheit set. I'm going to click the add button. Motorcycle. And you guys can see this in real time as I'm doing this. I apologize for the technical difficulty. I don't need a bike. Picture. Profile name. See, there's no save button. You guys can see exactly what I'm seeing in real time. Screw the sensor on the rear tire positioning. Screw sensor on the rear tire position. Touch sensor with your mobile. Press proceed. Okay, so I've managed to get one of the sensors connected. So next I need to install the second sensor. So basically what it's doing is looking for the second sensor. So y'all keep in mind that this is the first time that I've ever used this product. This is the second sensor, and I need to install it on the bike because it's searching for the second sensor. What do you guys think so far? If you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, the phone line is open, 901-468-9032. Yep, that's exactly what I did. Unscrew it from the valve stem and screw it back in on, then proceed. Yep, that's exactly what I did. My first problem was I downloaded the wrong app because you got the mobile app and the bike app. So I downloaded the mobile app. Keep in mind, I had already done this before I even kicked off this feed. So I had to go back and download the bike app. Once I went through the steps, since I had already put the sensor on the valve stem, I had to unscrew it and then screw it back on in order for it to recognize. So now I need to install the second sensor, and I'm going to put that on the 2016 Honda Goldwing here in just a moment. So I'm going to unscrew the cap off the sensor. I'm going to pull the little battery tab. I'm going to screw it back on. If this doesn't work, I'll put it on the bike, and then it may need that air pressure in order for it to activate. Y'all stand by. I'm going to install the sensor on the Honda Goldwing. So stand by for a moment. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're doing it live in the Caliente garage. I'm in the process of installing the Fobo 2 tire pressure monitoring sensor on my Honda Goldwing. And we almost there. I got one of the sensors connected. If you guys want to get on with your boy Chris, we're live in the Caliente garage. Stand by. My apologies. I am back, and I was able to get the tire pressure sensor connected. I was able to get it connected. So I appreciate you guys for bearing with me. This is live. This is not edited, uncut. All the mistakes, any obstacles that I'm running into, you guys are experiencing it with me right here in the Caliente garage. So as you guys can see, okay, now you guys can see exactly what is on my screen. You guys can see exactly what's on my screen. It's showing that the installation is complete, and I'm going to click OK. Okay, now I need to go back and set the pressures for my minimum and my maximum. So let's set these pressures. Let's do this here. Front tire, we want to set it at, I want to set it at about 39 because I have the Bridgestone drive guard. So I'm going to set mine at 30. I'm going to set it at 39. The minimum, let's say 38. Maximum 41. On the rear, I'm not sure what that row is. Minimum. On my back tire, I'm gonna go with a minimum of 43 and a maximum of about 45. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna save it. I'm saving my profile, and you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing on my screen. So there it is. There it is. There's my front, and there's my rear. It has it right here on the bottom. 38 will be my minimum on the rear. I need to change that. And I'll go in and I will tweak this app. I'll get it set up exactly the way I want to get it set up. One of the reasons why I went with this is because on the 2016 Honda Goldwing, it does not have, it does not give you the digital readout. It would only give you the light. If it drops below 10%, the light flashes. If it drops below 20%, the light stays on. So here recently, I went to the dealership and I had them to address my tire pressure monitoring light that was staying on. I was told that the battery inside of my sensor needed replacing. So they gave me the option to have the tire pressure sensoring disable or replace the sensors that's in the wheel. So I decided to just have them to disable the tire pressure monitoring on my 2016, and now I have the, as you guys can see it, I have the pressures right here on my phone. So when I'm riding, I can see my pressure in real time. I can set the limits, the maximum, the minimums. I will go back in and tweak my settings. Like I said, all this is new to me, but this is why I went to the Fobo, because on my older Goldwing, it just does not give you the digital readouts. On the new Goldwing, it does give you the digital readout, but you can install it on the new Goldwing as well. So I think this is going to be really nice when I'm riding down the highway, when we're traveling, and I can look at my pressure in real time. So I think that's going to be a very big benefit to having it. So have you guys experienced the Fobo tire pressure monitoring? What did you think about it? How was it? How did it work out for you? Do you like it? I've even told that one biker said they had a bad experience with the Fobo, and I think it was the earlier model Fobo. I'm not sure. I don't think it was the Fobo 2. But put it down in the comment section if you guys been having any issues with the Fobo, or if you guys have nothing but good reviews on it. So I decided to go with it because my bike is no longer enabled with the tire pressure monitoring. I wanted to be able to see my tire pressure in real time. And another thing that I like about it is that you can add up to 19 sensors. So if you guys out there and you're pulling trailers and you want to monitor your the pressure that's in your trailer tires, you can also do that. And eventually I'm going to add them on my other bike, so I'll be able to see all of my pressures on my phone, even on the newer Goldwing. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to add the locks. That way can't nobody steal the sensors off of the tires, the valve stems. It comes with the locks. I'll go back and put these on, and it comes with a little tool that lets you get up under it and tighten that sensor down to the valve stem. My recommendation, if you decide to go with the Fobo, my recommendation is to get the T-handle valve stem. That way you can put the sensor on one end, and you can put the air in on the other end, and you don't have to take the sensor off, because once you lock that sensor on the valve stem, you don't want to have to take it off just to put air in it. So I would highly recommend the T valves. I will include a link in the description of this video of where you guys could pick up everything that I've installed, the Fobo 2, also the T valves. Keep in mind that they came with a single valve. But I recommend the T valve. So far, I like the way everything has turned out. And also, one more thing, make sure you download the Fobo bike app. Don't do like I did and download the car app. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. I do make mistakes. Like I said, I'm doing this in real time. I didn't have time to, do this via an edit out anything that I didn't want you guys to see. So you guys saw everything that I did in real time. I made the mistake of installing the mobile instead of the bike. So you can run these on your cars as well. And it also came with some replacement batteries, and you just change them out right there on the sensor. So when you install it, make sure you download the bike app first, and then screw the valve, the sensors down on the valve stem. If it does not recognize, unscrew the valve stem sensor, screw it back down, and make sure that your phone is basically touching the sensor. I mean, right there at it. And it may take 2 or 3 times to actually connect. It'll let you know if it connects. So that's kind of one of the things that I kind of ran into. I noticed the connection wasn't real quick, so I had to do it several times. and so I was able to get it connected. So far, everything is working good. I will be doing a later video letting you guys know what I think about these Phobos. And remember, they didn't send me these Phobos. I paid for these out of my pocket, so I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. I'll tell you if the Phobos are great. I'll tell you if the Phobos are garbage. You know, it doesn't matter to me. I'll tell you guys the truth. So be sure to stay tuned to the channel. I will be doing a later video giving you guys a review of the Fobo, letting you guys know what I think about it. So far, I think I'm going to be impressed. So, but I'll let you guys know exactly how I feel just a little bit later once it warm up and I'm able to get out on the Goldwing, because the weather hadn't been conducive to riding. So so far I like the way everything turned out on the Fobo. Just want to give you guys one last look to show you guys how you guys can see it. So once again, shouts out to Jason for recommending the Fobo to me. We talked about it, and I decided to pull the trigger on it. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for checking in. Let me know where you guys were watching from. Wonder Wing says your wheels might also need to be rebalanced. I guess he's talking to Elite Geeks. Well, before we leave, let me do this. Let me read some of the comments here before I end this live feed. We've been on here almost 2 hours now. So let me read some of the comments. Elite went double dark, and he's getting a low speed wobble. I agree with Wonder Wing. He's saying he may need to rebalance the wheels. Okay. I'm just checking out some of your comments. Appreciate you there, Silver Bullet. One more thing I want to look at. Okay, I noticed that in my Bluetooth, it doesn't show anything as far as a device connected in the Bluetooth. So I just want to let you guys know. Now, do you guys experience the same thing in your Bluetooth, that your Fobo does not show up? I mean, it works fine, it's on, but it's not in the Bluetooth like you will see a regular device. So for some reason, it said the Bluetooth has to be on when I was setting it up, but I don't see it in the device. So I just want to let you guys know, just in case, if you're wondering, will you see Fobo in the Bluetooth devices? And I do not see it, but it is working. It is working. Wonder Wing said only the 2018 Plus Wing tours have the PSI readout. Standard Wing only has the light. That's correct. You're 100% correct. You are 100% correct. But once again, shouts out to Jason. Thanks for recommending the Fobo 2 to your boy Chris. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate that. Jason, the silent assassin. Also, big shouts out to Wonder Wing. I appreciated Wonder Wing for offering some of the tips on how to get this thing installed. I appreciate that, Wonder Wing. Wonder Wing, where are you checking in from? Where are you located, Wonder Wing? Well, I think it's time to end the live feed. I appreciate each and every one of you. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, be sure to click that like button. I will be doing some later videos letting you guys know what I think about the Fobo, and also giving you my opinions on this new Goldwing, and also on the older Goldwing coming up in a few months. It's going to be warming up, and I can't wait to get out there and ride. Wing is checking in from Oklahoma. Okmulgee, Oklahoma. I've never heard of that. Where us poor folks can only afford no more tire machine. Man, I tell you, that tire machine is a blessing. It's a blessing. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for checking in. Be sure to sign up for the Chris Caliente Facebook group, the hottest Facebook group in the land. Be sure to click that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also, feel free to browse any video that I put up in the YouTube library. I put out over 1,000 YouTube videos, somewhere close to about 1,250 to be exact. So I have a lot of videos out there, so be sure to check them out. And if you like those videos, be sure to click that thanks button if you want to support the YouTube channel. Well, anyway, I'm not going to keep you. We've been on here for almost 2 hours. Again, I'll be doing a later video letting you guys know what I think, and I will include a link in the description of the video or where you can pick up all of the things that I've installed on my Honda Goldwing. This is your boy Chris out in the Caliente garage, and I've just installed the Fobo tire pressure monitoring for my 2016 Honda Goldwing. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.